Hey everyone, my name is Parker and I'm one of the leaders for Discussion 1. This week we talked about participation in professional and technical communication, and I've prepared some questions to start the conversation.
So Chapter 1 was largely about establishing goals for rhetoric in public policymaking, and those goals are identifying unequal power relationships that marginalize certain groups, seeing the public as a capable entity that can contribute good ideas and bring new ideas to the table, and then allowing the public to contribute to the framework of an idea early on instead of just telling them what to do and what to think. So keeping that in mind, I want to talk about the Comprehensive Environmental Response Compensation and Liability Act, or CERCLA. And basically CERCLA says that before a state can implement an environmental hazard plan, it must be published to the public and then approved by the voters. And I want to know if you guys think that this really lets the citizens have a say, or if it's more just placating them. Next, I want to talk about the role that media plays in risk communication. Do you guys see the media as a positive force that spreads facts to create more informed citizens, or do you see it as a negative force that can be used to convince people to follow a preconceived agenda? And then finally, I want to talk about how we can avoid overgeneralizing and still remain cognizant of complexities of issues at the local level. So Chapter 2 got into some specific examples of risk communication cases, and I think it would be interesting to compare the incinerator case from Kimball, Nebraska to the nerve agent disposal case from Chapter 1, specifically talking about the differences in how the citizens were involved in deciding the policy. And then finally, I want to take a look at this chart from Chapter 2 that shows a continuum from low public power to high public power on the y-axis, and then interaction with decision makers on the x-axis. Looking at where some of the cases fall on the chart, where do you guys think is the best place for an institution to be when deciding its policy? Is it better to take strategic action where you have the experts figure out a plan and then explain that plan to voters, or do you let the actual voters be the ones to craft the plan of action? So I'll leave you guys with that, and I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about my questions.